Welcome to Glargambone in central western New South Wales, and a beautiful place. There's a 10-kilometre walk by the river for bird does, and a fantastic little cafe called 2828, and it has an eclectic mix of local crafts, books and so on. One of the great things about Glargambone is the way they've used corrugated iron as welcome to the town of Galar, or Glargambone. With a population of 500 and eclectic mix of races, shall we say, as well, and it's got a garage that sells fuel, funny opening hours, and a good bowling club. If you want to play a few pokies, there's another one of those galars on the left, and the river walk is about half a kilometre down the road, and we're going into 2828, the coffee shop, in just a moment. Newly opened on the road coming through town, there's the service station over there, Glargambone Rural Supplies, and the main street coming into view. But on the other side of the road has just been recently installed a 24-hour self-service card service station, and we're coming up the street now to 2828 Gallery and the Information Centre. Beautiful old historical post office building, and again the galars playing around on the posts, and the river running through there, the Castlereagh River. So back to 2828. This is the Glargambone Creek, where you can do the bird walk, and the historic post office has internet access as well. This is on the road now heading out to Coonamble, or if you want to, you can turn right and head towards Coonabarabran, the Warrumbungle National Park, Barradine, Gilgandra, Coonamble. This section of highway is 110 kilometres an hour, and pretty well flat all the way, because you follow the riverbank of the Castlereagh River, which is over on the left, and the Glargambone Creek we just saw flows into it just back in the little village of Glargambone. This is the John Oxley rest area, and as you can see, he went through here about 180 years ago, and we have the John Oxley Memorial here, and there goes one of the local loads of stock. Always fun to get behind with the splattering that one gets on the windscreen from. As you come through these timbered areas, you've got a mixture of eucalypts, acacias, mild country, some of it is called, and also you'll notice in this area, such as over there, the black cypress pine, very beautiful termite resistant timber. Still that flat riverside country as we come into Coonamble, and you've got a 90 km/h zone as we approach the township. Then we hit the 50 km zone to the town of Coonamble, where you will find motels, hotels, bowling clubs, coin-operated laundries, service stations, ambulance service and hospital, rest areas, public toilets, and even the good old artesian motor inn, reminding us that we're sitting on top of the Great Artesian Basin, and that's where you get the hot water from the Artesian Drive. And here you can continue on to Walgett, or you can turn right and go to Barradine, Tooraweenah and the Warrumbungle Ranges. So today we'll stay on the Castlereagh Highway and continue through the town of Coonamble to Walgett. As we approach the town, you can see very well serviced here with mobile phone coverage, well, certainly for Telstra, I presume the other companies as well, and then we'll come into the main street. That's the turn off to Walgett that we'll be taking in a few minutes after a cruise down the main street past some of these delightful old quite historic buildings, and we'll see a few of those as we journey down the street. We've got several supermarkets and as I said, beautiful old buildings, coffee shops and hardware store, and it's all here in Coonamble, and they've said no to coal seam gas, which is wonderful news, and yeah, great diversity of shopping opportunities. There's an RSL club, Youth and Community Services, just turning back into the main street now, and as I said, you can see the shopping opportunities and beautiful old pub down the end of the street, and we'll turn right now to cross the Castlereagh River and continue on the Castlereagh Highway to Walgett. This is the bridge over the Castlereagh River, and at the moment you can see there's even some water in it, which is pretty unusual because of the amount of sand that's been washed in off the farmed communities. Here's another one of the supermarkets, and we've got a swimming complex and schools and another supermarket and ag and vet services. It's all here in Coonamble. Bowling club, and there's an airport out to our left. Fuel opportunities plenty here, auto electrical spares and so on as well. Turning off to our left is the road that goes out to Quambone, and there we've got the signage that says Gilgandra, Barradine and Walgett dead ahead on the Castlereagh Highway. Beautifully landscaped here in Coonamble, quite a pretty town with obviously somebody a few decades ago had the sense to plant a whole bunch of trees along the main route. As we leave Coonamble, we just passed the Jockey Club on the left and the golf club as well, and we crossed Uraimi Creek and make our way on the 113 kilometres to Walgett, 188 to Collarenebri, or Angledule in Queensland, 288 kilometres.